Explain anti-sentimental comedy of 18th century. When sentimental comedies dominated much the fields of dramaturgy, Goldsmith and Sheridan, through their anti-sentimental comedies, tried to bring back humor and wit. The characters are so chosen as to satirize the sentimental muse. They aim to revive and restore the comic muse long sick in sentimentals. Goldsmith wrote two prose comedies, both of which ranked high among their class. The first, called The Good Natured Man, is not so good as the second, She Stoops to Conquer. She Stoops to Conquer wages a war against the overuse of sentimentality and tears. Goldsmith's comedy is no weeping comedy like Cumberland's The West Indian. It is rather a hilarious or a laughing comedy. Horace Walpole, criticizing fun and humor in the play, branded it as a farce rather than a comedy. But this criticism will prove to be unfair when we consider that Goldsmith just wanted to counter the hybrid genre of sentimental comedy. However, Walpole appreciates the fun which arises out of the situations. R.B. Sheridan's first play, The Rivals, was a prose comedy, and it had enormous success in his time. It was followed by a farce, The Scheming Lieutenant, and then by an operating play, The Duenna. The Duenna had a phenomenal success, but it was followed by a weaker play, A Trip to Scarborough. The last but one play, The School for Scandal, was undoubtedly his best. Sheridan's very brief dramatic career came to its early end with his last play, The Critic. It is a very telling attack on the popular sentimental drama and has been called the best burlesque of its age. Sheridan's comedies reveal his genius dramatic situations. It is well said that he has an eye for the situation. He pulls the wires of the situation dexterously, and his plot grows out of it. There is nothing deep or lofty in it. Sheridan's plot is no world shaker and lives only in his situations. The comedy of manners, Sheridan's dramatic art, requires no complicated theme or serious action. The School for Scandal, The Rivals, and The Critic have no great plot and purely concerned with the dramatic invention of some exciting and comic situations. Sheridan's prose comedy followed the tradition of the Restoration comedies. They present the same world of vices and fashions in the Restoration tragedies. But in Sheridan's, we see the polite world of fashion, but he makes its vices appear foolish by exaggerating them in humorous way. The dialogue is brilliant in its pictures, full of wit and humor. The anti-sentimental comedies owed to the Restoration comedy of manners as well as the Johnsonian comedy of humors. Unlike the school of Congreve and his colleagues, an anti-sentimental comedy is mostly free from both license and vulgarity, and thereby becomes a more refined piece of art.